Throttle's wide open, and mixture is full. What I want to do is go ahead and fire up the fuel pump, and I'm going to watch the fuel pressure come up. As soon as it
AOA pass.
And we want 23 pounds. And there's 23 pounds. Okay, open the throttle a little bit. Mixture cut off. And let's see if it'll start. Uh-oh. Okay, well that was a close one because it's cold outside. I was doing some instrumentation work on the thing the other day and I didn't put the charger on it, but hey, it had enough oomph to start, so that's what's important. That's a Garmin 530. We'll go ahead and fire that up. Here's the transponder. Turn that on, and this is the autopilot coming up online. And now we just want oil pressure is good. We got 12 gallons sitting at an angle. Since it's a tail dragger, this is actually false. It reads more than what actually is in the tank, but I got 12 gallons in the left, 10 gallons in the right. We are on the right main tank. And for today's flight, that's just fine. It's going to take me a whole 6-7 minutes to get to Bellingham. And we're going to fire up the lights. That's the landing lights we don't need. Then here comes the nav lights and the strobes. I got all my strobes on. Okay. Let's go ahead and taxi down the airstrip here. Flaps are coming up. Give me some lights on the instrumentation. In the RV8, the windows do fog up in the morning time a little bit, but once you get going, the fog goes right away. Worst case scenario, just take your hand and wipe it away. Make sure no cars are coming. Taxi to the grass airstrip. And once again, I like to take it nice and slow. Let the airplane warm up a bit. $134.45 is ATIS. Okay, looking good. Alright, shut the canopy, get it warm in here, turn on the heater. And turn on my ANR to make it nice and quiet in here. And we got trim set. Okay, so what I can do here is I can go direct, and we can go K, B, L, I, and that's Bellingham. And then we just go enter, and it says activate. We go enter. There's my pink line to my airport. It's 7.96 miles away. Okay, check instruments. We're all looking good. Autopilot is off. We're gonna go altitude for the transponder, and it's time for run up. So what we do is we take it up to 1700 RPMs. And I'll go ahead and test the mags. 1, 2. there. This is a laser ignition system, so I get an alarm every time something happens with my electronic ignition. There we go, about 60 RPM drop, that's all looking good. Now to get all the warm oil into the hub of the propeller, I go ahead and work the propeller a little bit. Don't have to be nasty about it here. This is probably the worst wear on the prop in the entire flight, but everything's good there. Okay, oil temperature is 89 degrees coming up, and it's reading 33 degrees outside. I'm just going to let it warm up for a little bit. And what I'm kind of waiting for is the oil temperature to warm up. There's 100 degrees. I like it at least 100 plus before I take off. Okay, we're on right tank, 10 gallons. Okay, let's taxi to the end of the runway here. Fuel, the mixture is rich. Fuel pump's coming on. Meadow Mist area traffic. Experimental 781 Romeo Victor departing Meadow Mist. Okay, and here we go. Gump, gas, undercarriage, mixtures, and prop.
Angle, angle, push.
Okay, there's 95. And there's 100. Gonna come back on the manifold pressure a little bit. Avoid the neighbors' houses. And we're pulling back 25 squared. Turn into ATIS.
Bellingham Tower Formation, Romeo 1453 observation. Wind variable at 3, visibility 10. Few clouds 3,000, 6,500 scattered, ceiling 8,500 broken. Temperature 3, dew point 2, altimeter 2986. Visual approach, runway 16 in use. Advise on initial contact, you have Romeo.
Okay, we got Romeo.
Bellingham Tower Formation, Romeo.
Bellingham Tower, experimental 781 Romeo Victor, just off Meadow Mist, inbound with a Romeo.
781 Romeo Victor, Bellingham Tower, make straight approach, runway 16, report 2 miles.
Straight in for 16, report 2, 1 Romeo Victor. As I get things trimmed up here, check instrumentation, fuel pressure is good, fuel pump's coming off, oil pressure is good, bolts are good. Fuel flow, 9.6 gallons an hour, oil temperature, good, amps are good. Start pulling the power back a little bit here. One thing, I got to get the flaps down at 100 miles an hour. Right now I'm already got the power pulled way back and I'm still doing almost 135. And I'll get the landing lights on so he can see me. And I don't know if you can see it through the GoPro, but Bellingham, the runway, is directly in front of me. It's all scattered clouds. It's supposed to rain today, 80% today. This morning is pretty clear, so I thought I'd do this. Looks like it's pretty windy, actually, but... just coming down the hill. GPS says I only have a ground speed of 123 miles an hour when I'm reading 140 on the airspeed indicator. Bellingham Tower, experimental 1 Romeo Victor, 2 miles.
1 Romeo Victor, thank you. Runway 16, clear land, wind 130 at 6.
1 Romeo Victor. Cleared to land. All right. Then I start working the elevator trim up. I have this little hi-hat on the stick here I'm working. A lot of trim without a passenger in the back seat. Okay, there's 115. Okay, so the light's up ahead. Red over, if there's 4 of them. So white over white, high as a kite. Red over red, you're dead. White over red, or red over white, just right. Yeah, so we're right on glide path. And my A&R batteries just failed, so I get to change those when I get home. Okay, prop full forward, mixture. Fuel pump's coming on. Dump, gas, undercarriage, mixture, and prop. We're good, and there's no undercarriage on this. But I do fly retractables a lot, so it's something that at this point in the landing phase, that's the most important thing. Gear is down. Okay, so we're getting to 100. Gonna put the first notch flaps in. Little bit of a crosswind going on here. That's interesting. Flaps all the way down.
Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push.
Experimental 1 Romeo Victor, turn left on Delta into park to monitor ground. Cadet.
Left on Delta monitor ground, I'm heading for the fuel tanks and then I'll be off.
Okay, if you want to go down Alpha Foxtrot, that's fine, or Delta N, doesn't matter, babe.
Okay, I'll taxi down to Alpha and then fuel tanks.
Okay.
Sometimes when I pull the power way back like that, the laser ignition system gives me a warning. Okay, fuel pump's coming off. Autopilot's shutting down. And he says monitor ground. We cross the line and boom. Monitor ground. So this is what I have to do to go get gas. I don't mind. Some flying I want to do this week, so I'd rather leave with full tanks, not have to deal with this, so. Command Aviation is usually the cheapest, so I'll go here. It's only, oh look at that, only $4.59 again.
220, like to push out spot 6, we have Romeo.
Please 220, push.
And we're gonna start shutting things down. Off, off, and here we go. My gosh, that was a tough hot start right there. Jeez Louise, unbelievable.
GPS acquired. GPS unavailable.
Few clouds, 3,000. 6,500 scattered. Temperature 2, dew point 1, altimeter 2987. Visual approach, runway 16 in use. Advise, on initial contact, you have Sierra. Straight in and monitor ground. Thanks again for the help.
And Bellingham ground, 781 Romeo Victor at the fuel tanks, ready to taxi with Sierra.
RV71 Romeo Victor, Bellingham ground, runway 16 taxi via Delta Alpha Bravo.
Delta Alpha Bravo for 1 Romeo Victor. And Bellingham Tower, 781 Romeo Victor at 16, ready for takeoff, heading back to Meadow Mist.
RV71, or correction, 781 Romeo Victor, Bellingham Tower, right downwind departure, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Alright, downwind, and 1 Romeo Victor, clear for takeoff. Make sure rich. Fuel pump's coming on. Landing lights are on. Strobes are on. Trim is good. And away we go.
Angle, angle, push. Angle, angle, push.
There's 800. There's 900. We're climbing at 2,000 feet a minute. A solid 2,000 feet a minute with full tanks, one person. At 95 miles an hour. There's 1,200 feet. That's pattern altitude. Time to start pulling the power back. Fuel pumps off.
5 pursuit Alpha to Golf.
Man, look at this. Here's a nice cloud. Whoa, we're VFR, so we'll want to roll right over this cloud. Yeah, there you go. Nice. This is thin one. I can still see ahead of me. 3 miles. This is what it looks like flying through a cloud. San Juan Islands. Okay, let's push this up today. We're going to push it up. There's 24. $24.50. Give me some fuel on the mixture.
Good morning, Bellingham, Empire 695, now on the visual 16, we're about 13 miles.
194 miles an hour ground speed right now.
Crossing the shoreline.
Shut up. So, pretty much every flight, somehow, someway, I break 200. There's 199, 200 miles an hour. So, and as you see, we're not going down any. We got a little bit of a tailwind today, but it's quite easy to just really scoot along in this airplane. That's Wacom BOR. I don't know if you can see it or not. What a beautiful morning, though. 80% chance of rain today. Meadow Mist area traffic, experimental 781 Romeo Victor inbound for landing, Meadow Mist.
Good morning. This is Linden Municipal Automated Advisory. Wind calm. For runway, pilot discretion. For further services, click your mic 3 times for an advisory, 4 times for radio check.
Uh-oh, I'm flying over all the duck hunters here. 1,000 feet. Definitely don't want to go lower here. Okay, so I'm trimming back using the electric trim. Slowing down, there's 120 miles an hour. Fuel pump's coming on, mixture's rich. Gas, undercarriage, mixture and prop. $110. Meadow Mist area traffic, experimental 1 Romeo Victor. On final for landing, Meadow Mist. Flap time. trim time.
Angle, angle, push. 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 Angle, angle, push.